Welcome to this video about cryptocurrency education. Today we are looking at Litecoin and the differences between Litecoin and Bitcoin. Hopefully this will provide some education for you if you're interested in learning more about cryptocurrencies. If you want to learn more about cryptos, then please subscribe to the channel, because on this channel you will get new videos every day about cryptocurrencies, about what they are, what they do, how they work, and also about the latest news about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, and many more. Alright, what is Litecoin? Over the last number of years, public interest in cryptocurrencies has fluctuated drastically. However, with the advent of the 2020s, investor interest in cryptos has surged. The main focus of this interest has actually been Bitcoin, which has actually long been the dominant name in cryptocurrency. Not surprising, given that it was the first digital money to really catch on. Since the start of Bitcoin in 2009, however, numerous other cryptocurrencies have actually entered the market. Although it has actually proven increasingly tough for digital coins to stick out given the congested field, Litecoin, or LTC, is one non-Bitcoin crypto that has actually handled to stand up to the competitors. Litecoin currently trails behind Bitcoin as the sixth largest digital currency by market cap. What are the similarities between Bitcoin and Litecoin? On the surface, Bitcoin and Litecoin have a lot in common. At the most standard level, they are both decentralized cryptocurrencies, whereas fiat currencies such as the US dollar or the Japanese yen rely on the support of central banks for worth, flow control, and authenticity. Cryptocurrencies are exempt to a central authority. They rely only on the cryptographic integrity of the network itself. Litecoin was launched in 2011 by previous Google engineer Charlie Lee, who announced the debut of the light version of Bitcoin via a posted message on a popular Bitcoin forum. From its founding, Litecoin was seen as being created in response to Bitcoin. Certainly, Litecoin's own developers have actually long mentioned that their intent is to produce the silver to Bitcoin's gold. For this reason, Litecoin adopts many of the features of Bitcoin that Lee and other designers felt were working well for the earlier cryptocurrency, and changes some of the aspects that the advancement group felt could be enhanced. Proof of work. One essential similarity in between Bitcoin and Litecoin is that they are both proof of work environments. That means the underlying procedure by which both cryptocurrencies are mined, that is generated, verified, and after that added to the public ledger or blockchain, is essentially comparable. Storage and transactions. For an investor, much of the basic elements of transacting with Bitcoin and Litecoin are very similar too. Both of these cryptocurrencies can be bought through exchange or mined. Both need a digital wallet in order to be safely stored in between transactions. Moreover, the prices of both cryptocurrencies have shown to be subject to significant volatility, depending upon elements varying from investor interest to government regulations. What are the differences in between Bitcoin and Litecoin? Let us look at the market capitalization first. One area in which Bitcoin and Litecoin differ significantly remains in their market capitalization, the total dollar market value of all the coins on the market. Since March 2021, the total worth of all Bitcoins in circulation is around 1 trillion, making its market cap more than 70 times larger than Litecoin, which has an overall worth of 13.7 billion. Whether Bitcoin's market cap strikes you as either high or low depends largely on a historic viewpoint. When we consider that Bitcoin's market cap was hardly 42,000 in July 2010, its existing figure appears incredible. Bitcoin as a network still overshadows all other digital currencies. Its closest rival is Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, which has a market cap of almost 212 billion. Therefore, the fact that Bitcoin enjoys a substantially greater worth than Litecoin is in itself not a surprise, given that Bitcoin is a lot larger than all other digital currencies out there at this time. Distribution. Another one of the primary differences between Bitcoin and Litecoin relates to the overall variety of coins that each cryptocurrency can produce. This is where Litecoin identifies itself. The Bitcoin network can never ever go beyond 21 million coins, whereas Litecoin can accommodate approximately 84 million coins. In theory, this sounds like a significant advantage for Litecoin, however its real-world impact might ultimately prove to be negligible. This is due to the fact that both Bitcoin and Litecoin are divisible into almost infinitesimal amounts. In fact, the maximum quantity of transferable Bitcoin is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin, known informally as 1 Satoshi. Users of either currency should, for that reason, have no difficulty acquiring low-cost goods or services, regardless of how high the general price of an undivided single Bitcoin or Litecoin might end up being. In November 2013, IBM executive Richard Brown raised the possibility that some users may choose transacting in whole units instead of in portions of a unit, a potential advantage for Litecoin. Yet even presuming this is true, the problem may be solved through simple software modifications presented in the digital wallets through which Bitcoin transactions are made. As Tristan Winters points out in a Mining Bitcoin magazine article, The Psychology of Decimals, popular Bitcoin wallets such as Coinbase and Trezor already offer an alternative to display the Bitcoin value in regards to fiat currencies such as the US dollar. Transaction speed. Although technically transactions happen instantly on both the Bitcoin and Litecoin networks, time is required for those to be verified by other network participants. Litecoin was founded with the objective of prioritizing transaction speed, and that has actually proven a benefit as it actually grown in appeal. According to information from blockchain.com, the Bitcoin network's typical transaction verification time is presently simply under 9 minutes per transaction, though this can vary widely when traffic is high. The comparable figure for Litecoin is roughly 2.5 minutes. In principle, this distinction in confirmation time might make Litecoin more attractive for people being involved in these transactions. For instance, a merchant selling a product in exchange for Bitcoin would require to wait almost 4 times as long to confirm the payment as if the same product were sold in exchange for Litecoin. On the other hand, merchants can constantly decide to accept transactions without awaiting any verification at all. The security of such zero confirmation transactions is the topic of some argument. Algorithms. Without a doubt, the most fundamental technical distinction between Bitcoin and Litecoin are the different cryptographic algorithms that they employ. Bitcoin uses the long-standing SHA-256 algorithm, whereas Litecoin uses a relatively new algorithm called Script. The primary practical significance of these various algorithms is their impact on the process of mining new coins. In both the Bitcoin and Litecoin networks, the process of confirming transactions requires considerable computing power. Some members of the currency networks, called miners, allocate their computing resources towards confirming the transactions of other users. In exchange for doing so, these miners are rewarded by earning units of the currency which they have actually mined. SHA-256, the Bitcoin algorithm, is generally thought about to be a more complex algorithm than Script, while at the same time enabling a higher degree of parallel processing. Subsequently, Bitcoin miners recently have made use of significantly advanced techniques for mining Bitcoins as effectively and efficiently as possible. The most common approach for Bitcoin mining consists of making use of application-specific integrated circuits, or ASICs. These are hardware systems that, unlike the basic CPU and GPU, which came prior to them, can be customized for mining Bitcoins. The useful repercussions of this has actually been that Bitcoin mining has ended up being increasingly out of reach for the everyday user unless that individual signs up with a mining pool. Script, by contrast, was designed to be less vulnerable to the sort of customized hardware solutions used in ASIC-based mining. This has led numerous commentators to see script-based cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin as being more accessible for users who likewise wish to take part in the network as miners. While some businesses have brought script ASICs to the market, Litecoin's vision of more easily accessible mining is still very real, as an excellent part of Litecoin's mining is still done by means of miners' CPUs or GPUs. We hope that you enjoyed this introduction to Litecoin. If you like this video, please leave us a like and subscribe. We hope to see you in the next video.